Hey babies, my gift of gaps. We're back again with K.MICHELLE, like I said. Um, from leaving off from the other segment that I just got finished taping. We're going to season 2, episode 10 of K.MICHELLE My Life. Um, she's the whole thing. They didn't even have any subtitles to each of 9 and 10 episodes. Like I said, I guess they're trying to hurry up and get her. Well, I guess her season over with because they don't have reunions on these single type shows where it's just focusing on that one particular artist. So, okay, we know a reunion is not viable, and she'll probably more than likely get another season. Because I never heard them just doing 2 seasons. Have you, Sean? And then they cut it off?
Um, that basically it goes off how many views it gets.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a good show, they'll bring it back another season.
Okay, I think she'll get another season. Season
Yeah,
3.
no,
Yeah, I really believe she will. I don't know if it'll focus in LA. It might focus back in Atlanta. But, it is what it is. But, okay, let's move on. I'm going to call it going to London to have a fresh start. That's my episode 10. Okay, fresh starts. So we go into K.MICHELLE. She's in the studio. She's working with a new music producer called Harmony. He is based out of London, and she's feeling him a lot when it comes to his recording style and his genre of music and how things are much more laid back over in London when it comes to putting out singles as well as albums. And she's telling him she's tired of the same old drama filled, heartbreaking type of music that the industry over here in the States are wanting her to do. And she just feels like it's taking a lot out of her to keep producing the same old hit making records. Because it's basically going off her life. If she's having a bad relationship or a breakup or whatever, she's making real good hits. Because she's pouring all her negative emotions into her music, and it's coming out to be a good thing, which I can see how she feel. You don't want to be singing. It's therapy for you to get over that person by drowning yourself into work and speaking to women when it comes to I think it needs plugging up because you're speaking to the millions of women who've had bad breakups, bad heartaches from their men, and it's just a hot mess. So you can get good hits off of that. But when you're up and you're having upbeat moments, and then you hear this song that you recorded when you were in a bad headspace, and it might be a top 10, or it might went up and made you platinum money or whatnot, but you don't want to hear it, because it's bringing back total memories of that person that you had to get rid of, or they got rid of you. And it's just not a good look emotional. So I know what she's talking about. She rather have some even keel type music, or music that balance her, whether she's in a good mood or in a good relationship, or she's in a bad mood and she's having some bad relationships. But it's like in between. It's not one dominant range that you're falling into, which is total misery because you're breaking up with someone, or you don't broke up with someone. So, he's telling her sometimes you have to change your environment, your whole life, and uproot yourself and go live in another area of the world and then try to produce music. Because once you're relaxed and you're in a good headspace, the music just starts to flow out of you. And the vibes that you get, you can go with them and you can accept them. And in turn, you'll produce different music as well as good music, good feel music. So she was taking that in the back of her head and applying it for afterthoughts for her to reflect on when she's in her quiet space. So we move on to K.MICHELLE and Dime Piece. K.MICHELLE is meeting up with Dime Piece to just catch up on all the gossip and this, that, and the other, and just to pretty much catch up on where they had left off when she was in Atlanta, because I guess Dime Piece is out there in LA for some business or whatnot. She comes to the restaurant. She's looking good. Evidently, her style of dressing has changed because, Kay complimented her and, saying, oh, that's another, new look for you. I like it and just that. And she's giving K. Michelle her props as well because Kay does look good since she's been doing this particular venture on her own, having her own show. And yeah, she has been stepping it up with the wigs and the weave and whatnot. But she has to give her credit to her team, especially Jonathan, because if he's doing her makeup every time we're seeing her, he's fantastic. Very good guy. And I know she takes care of him as well. He wouldn't be around. But anyway, they go on in and they're at the bar, and she's telling Dime Piece that she just got to kind of leave the States for a while. And I could have sworn she said in her well, not confessions, but when she was talking to Dime Piece and Safari, as but I'm jumping ahead, but she does have a little meeting with him. I thought she said she was going to be gone for 2 weeks, but in essence, she was gone for 2 months. But so that gave her time to get somewhat acquainted with the culture over there and the musicians I'm sure she was working with. She spent a lot of time with them because she knows nobody over there in London. So them would have been really her key people to hang out with when she's not working on her album or taking their way of doing music in check in a sense. So she's meeting, like I said, with P. London, and she's saying that her interest is not to go over there and see, what is his name? Elba Idris, the little actor that came over here from the States from London. That's his primary residence is London. And she didn't want people to think she was going over there to see him. But, we don't know. Okay, if you want to drop by the man's house, he's singing and stuff, that's cool, honey. Or you stayed with him while you were out there. That's cool, too. That's your business. It don't have to be on TV. I prefer it that way. Keep it, keep it on the cover. But anyway, she was just trying to set the record straight for her viewership that tune into her show, as well as to Dime Piece, so Dime Piece can, take that little tea back to whoever she wants to gossip with about. That she's going over to do work and to just, I guess, unwind and then just see what that particular land has over there, as far as if she ever wanted to come back and denounce her citizenship, like Tina Turner over there. Go, girl, Tina. I ain't mad at you, honey. I ain't mad at you. But anyway, but Dime Piece started giving her some tea on P. London and what she's doing behind her back. Now, do I think Dime Piece was messy? Yes, I do. Because why are you trying to mess with a friendship? Just because you, Jessica, don't have a good attitude or relationship with Paris does not make you to have to go and throw a wrench in someone else's relationship, because Kay is being fair by shedding her love between the both of you all, because she likes both of you all, even though she didn't have you come stay with her in LA. She chose Paris, but that's her prerogative. She can do whatever she wants. She's a grown adult. And by her stating that she was her friend, well, she stated also you were her friend too. So I don't understand the relevancy. Now, if you're coming for Jonathan, then that's another whole issue, because Jonathan's just such a sweetheart. Nobody can mess with Jonathan, I mean, he'll cut you too with his words. He probably cut you with a knife too if you mess with him. You mess with K.MICHELLE. So he defends her, honey. She found all day every day. But he didn't even too much believe Dime Piece when she was trying to spread, malicious gossip on Paris. The whole issue was Jessica Dime Piece had showed K.MICHELLE some information that Paris London was showing on her Instagram account of K.MICHELLE's house, and I guess different things K.MICHELLE has been afforded to have with her wealth of success and this, that, and the other. And Kay felt some way about it. you know. And I'm like, again, maybe Paris didn't get the friendship contract either, and the do's and don'ts you supposed to have for K. Michelle when you're K. Michelle's friend. And like I said, she didn't get the memo either. So I don't know what Kay's doing, but from this point and going further, she need to have all friendship contracts signed. So if they cross any of those meticulous situations that you don't want them to ever cross because they're going to be negative consequences, you need to inform these people what they can and cannot do out of your presence and this, that, and the other. So they'll know. But, like I say, she felt some kind of way. And she said, yeah, I don't know why these people are always coming after me when I do so much for them. I'm like, Kay, you being a dead horse now. We already know that the friends that you have they're not on your level financially. And that's about it now, because I'm sure they're on your level when it comes to common sense and having, some, what do you call it, professionalism about themselves, okay? So only thing that's different is that you worked really, really hard and you did what was necessary in your eyes to get to where you're at. And that's about it now, okay? That's pretty much it. You're financially set over them. That's it, okay? So, um, and then it came to some things where Paris was joking, saying, Kim, I mean not Kim, well Kimberly, but we know her as K. Michelle, was having her do errands, and I'm thinking it's coming from the part where Kate needed her as an assistant, and or to go get some food. I mean, yeah, she is working, so you're just sitting around the house. Why not? Why does she have to pay somebody to go do something when she's already giving you more than likely food, clothing, and shelter for the whole summer? So of course, and then you're probably driving all her vehicles that she has. So come on now. But she was innocent in the situation. She was just, the people that she follow on Instagram and that know her and love her, and they're just trying to catch up with her because she's not at home where she normally would be, which is in Memphis. So she was just showing them the lifestyle Kim's have and have afforded her to blossom and flourish in it too while she's there. She wasn't doing it maliciously. She wasn't doing it as like she thinks she's something, trying to be in a negative tone that Dime Piece wanted her to float in. And, Kate took the bait temporarily, but, P. Lightning is a little country girl too, and she's cute as can be. I put her right up there with Jonathan. You want to have friends like that. They do not begrudge your success. At least that's what I get when I'm watching her and her antics. She looks at you like, man, I don't know if you're older than her, but to me she looks at like you as a big sister, and she wants to emulate you. There's no jealousy involved. None that I can view on my part and my perspective. She just want everybody to know that you came from, I don't know what your situation was at home before you became rich and famous, but I'm thinking you probably lived a pretty humble life, where you had to go work a 9 to 5. Your parents came from that type of issue where they were working hard 9 to 5 on jobs, not careers. And it wasn't professional type jobs where you would go in nicely and sit at a desk and make business decisions. In other words, it could have been like a manufacturer type work, or hard labor type work that your family had to do to survive and raise their family. So it's nothing wrong with that either. You're doing it for a good cause. You're trying to keep your head above water, be good citizens of society, and try to have a piece of that American dream. But you came from humble beginnings to where you're at now, picking and choosing who you want to be around, living in lavish type of luxurious abodes, meaning your homes, and you're meeting with other high well-known celebrities in the industry, whether they're actors or musicians in the music industry, or just anywhere you're floating, with the creme of the creme. So she was just pretty much showing everybody where you were and where you are now, and she's very proud of you. So that's the gist of it. But Dime Pitch was trying to make it a little bit more than what needed to have been read into the situation. Um, so Dime Piece can go sit down somewhere, pretty much, and we can see you are pretty much somewhat a good judge of character when it comes to your friends and having them, in your circle. You just might need to do a little house cleaning when it comes to taking verbatim what Dime Piece is trying to put at your doorstep to create problems where there was no problems before. So we go to the next, excuse me, the next scene with K.MICHELLE and Safari, and that used to be Nicki Minaj's old flame. And I don't know why she got rid of him because he looks so personable, and so I know he ain't innocent, but he gives me that innocent type tease as a good old boy, in the nicest way possible. And I just don't understand why she keep missing the mark with trying to start something with him. Well, maybe he just too soft and kind-hearted, and Kay's just not at that maturity level yet. She's still one of these roughnecks, thug-looking guys, and I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you got to pull up, Kay, to be able to reap the benefits that you're so deserving of, and you need to be surrounding yourself with. I mean, it's good to have them friends in the pocket whenever you need to have work done, but you need love and longevity and a man who's going to be there strictly for you, and that's there to be thuggish in the bed if you need him to be thuggish, or whatnot, or get some thug lessons from your people back in Memphis. So, but anyway, she meets with Safari at a restaurant bar and grill, and she's telling him, she's flirting with him, just messing with the man's mind instead of going on trying something with him, which is, I don't know why we as women do that. Our men could be put from the Lord above right in front of our faces, and we tend to just want to keep them as friends. And like if you pray for a man and this man keeps coming, in your environment here and there, and he's treating you with the most up respect, and he's being very vocal about how he feels about you and what you should and should not be around, and just trying to secure you in that way when you're with him, why are you not doing a second take and take the bait sometimes, and just see what what it's about or whatnot. But anyway, you go on and be telling him that you're going to London for a while, you need a break from the States, and you need to try a new genre of music, you need to get your headspace together, and is Safari gonna miss you? He's on TV. What is he really gonna say? I mean, he could, mess with your mind too and be teasing you as well. But I just found it was very sincere when he said, yes, he's gonna miss you and stuff of that nature. So, that was like, maybe you need to take him to London with you. I'm sure he could clear his calendar. I'm sure he's not booked up. But anyway, that was just me trying to read into your future. But he kind of alluded to he wanted to see her when she got back and try to, work on more than just a friendship, and everything doesn't have to be about sex or whatnot when you're trying to, be in a friendship, because that's, I believe, how friendship goes into lovers, and, lovers goes into marriage. And I think that's what he wants one day with a special woman that he thought he was going to get with Nicki Minaj. But, it is what it is. She chose somebody else. I think it was Meek Mills. So hopefully, she found somebody that she can spend the rest of her life with. So, I mean, everybody needs love. But, let's be very selective with our people. And hopefully they have our good interests at heart. So, if he's going to still wait for her, kudos. But to me, it's like she's letting something good or good for her at this moment, slip away. So, but anyway, she tells him that she'll give him a call when she gets back in town. But she wanted to let him know because she was going out of town, and she just wanted to talk to him again just to see, how he's doing and this, that, and the other. It was kind of boring to me. because I'm like, you're not doing anything with that situation. So, why you even call him? I mean, he's not a factor in your life right now. It's not somebody you confide in like you do Jonathan. So, I didn't know why the scene was really put there. But anyway, we move on to K.MICHELLE and Jonathan. She's meeting Jonathan at a nice outside restaurant, and she's giving him the 411 that, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I gotta put, that's all I'm doing, all this whining. And then he gets all emotional saying, I'm tired of you running around. You're gonna have to, stop uprooting yourself every time something gets to be on your nerves and you feel you not to do something, this, that, and the other, and you got to run away. Now, I ran from Atlanta to LA with you. Now you're trying to run from LA to London. I don't understand what you're talking about, honey. He was going off on her for a minute, and I was here for it. Because he's right. You can't keep running. If you're saying, okay, you need to go and work on an album, then that's one thing. Then they know, okay, you coming back. But now, poor Jonathan, he going to have to unleash his space that he had and the clients that he had met. I'm hoping that he got clients and he just wasn't doing you. But maybe he thought, well, I'm sure it was all scripted. So he just playing in for the cameras. But he did a damn good job. He need to take up acting lessons because he fooled me for a moment. Because I'm like, well, damn, he done set up in L.A., got this little makeup artist studio going on, got clients, and now he got to leave because Kay leaving. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm like, Kay ain't finna leave Jonathan. Jonathan threw her face. And, he's her confidant. And you need people like that around you 24/7. They don't need to go nowhere. But anyway, I digress because, I kind of, got out of touch of reality. This is a reality show, but I got out of touch out of reality. That ain't how people really work. But I wish they would have just showed the scene pretty much where she was just telling Jonathan, look now, you can go with me for these 2 months or 2 weeks to London or whatever, but I'm not going to stay over there. But I just need a rest, and I want to work with this music producer named Harmony, whom I have grown to love and respect how he put music together. And I need to go over there and work with him because he's not coming back over here. He was only here temporarily. And I'm going to go over there for a while. And that's how, then Jonathan wouldn't have been doing this crying. And he'd be like, okay, well, what, do you need me to come over there? Are you going to be doing stuff like that? And, what is my plan? What's my itinerary on schedule? So that would have been better than her trying to, like, say goodbye to everybody. I'm like, okay. Please. London don't want you over there, honey. They couldn't handle you. They couldn't handle you. Even though I know you're trying to make the move. You're trying to become international. You want that UK love. And that's okay. You gonna do you, boo. Gonna do you. But, you ain't no Tina Turner. Tina Turner ain't ratchet and won't be going ready to cut people up. And, then you couldn't get your goons over there to London because you got to pay their fare and they got their passports and all this. Okay, your goons only be in 50 states, okay? And then they'll be ready to take their road. They'll be ready to drive. They'll be ready to drive for you. But that was pretty much it. It really does. She he kids, he cuss her out, but she goes to London for 2 months. She's back. She's refreshed, and she's made a full album, and she played some clips in the video of how things went down and some of the songs she recorded. And I kind of like one of them. When I get some extra money, I might have to cop her CD because it kind of flowed. But, a girl, a woman like myself ain't got no job, so I got to count my pennies. And one of them is not coming out the reserve to buy a CD from her at this point because I'm sure it's going to be like $13.99 or $15.99. Because when I go for music, I don't go for one track. You got to give me at least 5 on there. It depends on, like, say, if you got 14 songs or whatever, you can give me at least 5 or 7. That's good. And then I felt I got my coins worth. But you can't have no 1 or 2 songs on something that you charge $15.99 or $13.99 to $15.99 for. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But, she's, when she comes back and she's in the studio with some other gentleman that has already listened to her album, He thinks it's good, but then she don't want like people that's gonna say it's good and it could be crap. Just like yes, people around you, nobody that's gonna go against the grain. So she had this one guy come in that actually do reviews on music or work with new artists that's coming out with new music on the scene or whatever. She chose to let this one guy, I forget his name, to come to the studio and kind of listen to her album and critique it and see where things could have been better, or do they sound much like the same genre of music that she's put out previously, or whatnot. And then he goes in, state who he is and what he does and this, that, and the other. And she goes in to let him listen to some tracks because she wants that non-biased opinion. And that he know her from is the artist that she is, and her being on in the social media and performing around Atlanta and or LA. And she just want a strong um, non-biased opinion by someone who's not really really well known in the industry, and is a yes person, just to be cool with her. So she got him, she found him from somewhere, and just listen from a little snippets of it, the music that she just produced. It was nice. I liked it. I really did. Like I said, I get some money that I don't have to use in my reserve. When I get a job, I'm more than like I'll pick up the CD. I'll pick up the CD. I get her my coin. So I bought some of her music in the past, but it's like when she had first came out, because I wasn't a really big K.MICHELLE fan, because I'm in old school. I'm for Luther Vandross, Patrice Russian, Aretha Franklin. I was into Prince, but he kind of grew off me a little bit. But really, the music that I normally grew with, if I had to listen to other than gospel music, it would be Frankie Beverly and Mays, Luther Vandross, the Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind and Fire, the OJs. Um, did I say Luther Vandross? I'm pretty sure I did. That type of music base of artists. Those, and even a little Sade, but I'm not into her music too much either anymore. But those are the ones I just previously named that yes, I can groove to. I feel good every time I'm listening to it. It makes me go back in memory lane. To go back in memory lane, remember some good things and some bad things, mostly good things, and I can groove to it. And it's legendary. It's that type of music. It will go on into my daughter's generation, her daughter's or son generation. That's the timeless music that you can't put a stamp on, because that's just the way it is. Those how those artists were. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like Patti LaBelle a little bit. With all that hollering she be doing, I can't take all that hollering, but when she does hit her notes and stuff, I feel them. I feel them. But y'all, that's all I have of K.MICHELLE, closing up both, well, ending up her season by giving us back to back episodes 9 and 10, so she can close out her series. But I think they'll give us season 3. It'll be surrounded around Atlanta mostly, because she's back on the hit show. What is it? Hip hop, Love and Hip Hop of Atlanta. You want to tune in to my daughter's channel, because she's going to be doing those reviews on those particular artists. I can't too much get with them because they just so ratchet. I would more than likely, if she wants me to sit in with her, I would clue in on some parts. So, my Stevie J and Jocelyn down. So, I got to follow them. But me just taking them on as an assignment to do for you all, to critique and give my perspectives on the show, I just can't do it, because, I be mad at Scrappy when he be doing his shiznai's and all like that. I had to get a dictionary to try to. My daughter had tried to tell me what he was saying, because I'm like, what the hell he talking about? Because everything ends in is naive, or whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's his own vocabulary he's using. But he's a cutie. I like him. And, I like my Stevie J and Jocelyn. And tell you the truth, that's all. And I like, what's her name? Eva, Stevie J's youngest daughter. But the rest of them, that is too ratchet. That is really Basement bargain ratchet. Anyway, and like I said, she's gonna be covering it on her show. So please, send her love. Go over there and watch her reviews. And she also did with this debacle mess with K.MICHELLE being in the news with somebody talking about her not fresh punana or vagina. She did an excellent job of a review on the mess that's going around, circling around the social media sites, and ain't hitting the news. It ain't newsworthy, by being on the top television stations, but it's still a forum that can still cut or make her look in a bad light. In doing the social medias with Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. So you could hurt her reputation, but she covers it real well on her channel. And her channel is Starr J Kraziness. It's STARRJ. Well, separate the star, STARR space J period space KRAI.
KRA.
She don't even know. She don't even know her own station.
Tell them I put in the description below. In the description
She'll
below.
put it. She see what I'm saying? Ah, I'm trying to get her a shout out. Trying to send my viewership over to watch, her station, and she don't even. She gonna put it in the Dropbox after this video. After y'all finish looking at it, please go to my Dropbox, and it's gonna have her information for you to go over there and visit her channel and look at some of her videos. And she's saying subscribe to her, honey. She needs some help, child. She needs some help. But anyway, love you all. Be blessed. Be encouraged. And we'll see you next time, all right? I don't know when they're going to bring K.MICHELLE back. So, I won't be covering her no more until they bring her something new. Because like I said, she'll be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But that'll be a show my daughter's going to cover. Starr J Kraziness. But y'all be good to yourselves. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Yeah, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So, get up early because, Atlanta traffic is terrible, terrible. If you have to be there by 8 or 9 at your office sites. But be safe, dress appropriately for the rain, and give yourself extra time to maneuver through that traffic because, we got traffic jams all the time in the ATL. But love you. Get some rest, get some sleep, and I'll see you next time.